Okay, we are into match number one. It is Hold the Line and Conflict going for the kickoff. Is in favor of the Luna Io side, who tried to put the early pressure on, but it is Spartax taking around one, almost trying to beat the third. Conflict eventually find the clearance, but you can already see the pace at which these two teams play at. There is no margins left unturned. With the way that they want to play. Nick does try and flick it forward, but Deline's going to be there for the demo. And something we didn't touch on too much, looking at the stats, is the volume of demos that these teams implement into their gameplay. They know at this level there's going to be high quality defense, and sometimes the only way to break it down is through those demos. As both teams have found one already. We are under a minute played as Spartax eventually takes that away from his own net. Nick trying to meet him there as the pass back goes in forward, and Serenity who pops that shot off, but Deline once again holding Deline hard as he doesn't let that goal cross its favour. As Nick now eventually putting it back towards the Venom side, but it's going to be back and forth. Neither team able to break it open in the early iterations of this game number one. But good defence coming out from Venom, and this is exactly how you want them to start.
Yes, it's exactly like we said earlier. It's a cutthroat. It's going to be a cutthroat series. That's a beautiful shot. I'm confident and a bump from Nick, but it's just gone over the bar. Serenity has missed it. As Hold the Line gets a good clear, and that's over Nick, as we're going to see an attack for Venom now. But yeah, as you mentioned, sadly, demo is not a mentioned statistic on the stats board. So sadly, we can't see how many demos each team goes for. I'm sure Senji, if that ever gets added, will be over the moon. But now we're seeing Venom's Conflict with another demo. As Serenity now one-on-one with Minty. It's over the bar with Hold the Line. Picks up his Savior medal only 2 minutes into this game. And very quickly, we are seeing a lot of end-to-end action. And I can't lie, this is really... But Stack Series has a beautiful shot from Spartax to put Venom in the lead.
I mean, Minty, Spartax linking up. We've known how good these guys are mechanically, and they've shown it just there. Minty with a beautiful air dribble, and just says, Spartax here, take this platter of goal-scoring goodness and munch it all the way down as he's done so. And it's going to put the side of Venom up 1-0 in this game number one. And after the onslaught that they were put under by Luna Io, finds Luna having 4 shots early on here, unable to break down the defense that Venom has ensued. And a nice pass to Spartax, and even better redirect coming out from Hold the Line. As he says, hold this, Luna Io. I'm going to put the second one in. All Nick could do was just stand there in awe, as that's 2-0 in favour of Venom.
Yeah, nothing really Nick could do from that angle. He's left awkward, and Hold the Line just gets a little pop off the ball to beautifully took it. As I'm starting to see momentum in favour. That's an unlucky double commit as Spartax picks up the goodies as Serenity and Nick catch up in the defense. As Spartax goes, oh, I'll take that free shot. As Serenity overcommitting potentially, and Venom running away with game one.
Yeah, Venom, and this is what's dangerous about this squad. They find their niche, they find their inch, and they're going to take a mile subsequently. They've done exactly that, but Conflict, an opportunity here. He's going to be trying met by Minty, but he drops the ball down for Serenity. Luna Io, they haven't lost their touch just yet, Kingsman, as they have put one back onto the boards, and it's only just hitting the halfway mark, and we have 4 goals. We knew that this would be a high-scoring game and series, but little did we know the absolute flair and audacity that will be pulled out. With both these teams trading blows, it is going in favour of Venom initially, but look for the Luna squad to really bounce back. Hold the Line trying to make something work. A good passing play between Serenity and Conflict, trying to field it out from their own half, but the miscommunication transpiring into Minty, setting out Spartax, who's looking for the double, triple touch potentially. But it's taken away from him before he's able to get that final shot off. Conflict caught in his own net and 0 boost. Just trying to get it out of the red half. And Serenity actually going to whiff it, forcing it to have to rotate off the back ball. Does find the clearance eventually. And subsequently, he's going to slow down the counter-attack from Venom and give them one of their own as Conflict's looking to open up the space for Luna. And there's a shot, but an even better save from Minty.
Yeah, this is some beautiful action, exactly what you want from a stream game. Both teams with the heart and desire for this game, but Venom coming out as Conflict misses that, put Nick under a bit of pressure. But Spartax now, potentially middle, that's a beautiful angle.
What?
Spartax, who's found that from the corner. Me and Hob are just sitting here confused. That is a beautiful angle. He's got the perfect air roll. Conflict just not expecting that, neither Serenity. And I'm just in awe.
That was a great shot. That angle found by Spartax was absolutely serene. And he's on the wrong side, Serenity, but Spartax producing exactly that. Serenity actually almost, cherry-picking it into his own net. And right now, Luna seems to be falling apart a little bit in defense, and Spartax is going to be punishing them. As he has found 4 goals in 3 shots. I don't exactly know how that's possible, but Spartax, a name very well synonymous with the RSC, is proving exactly why this Venom squad has picked him up. Doing a beautiful job indeed. It's 5-1. Game number 1. Venom looking to take this first game. It is still 1:16 left on the clock, so I don't say plenty of time, but time to make a comeback if you are on the Luna Io side. But it is a tall order nonetheless. As Venom, very few mistakes coming out from them, and very few opportunities giving over to Luna Io. It's a great couple of saves coming in from Nick. As the line catches it in the midfield, Conflict's going to go up. Looks to pop it off the backboard and does touch the ceiling, forcing an awkward bounce for Deline. Unfortunately, his teammate was there to pick up the pieces. Nick having to go once again, fakes it under one, but Spartak's going to happily take that off his hands. Right now, I think the individual mechanics of this Venom side just being too hot to handle for Luna.
Yeah, and I really think that they can't handle the pressure. There's just constant pressure, and as we said at the start, it depends on the consistency of Venom for what we get today. And we're clearly just getting the very consistent Venom team as they put 6 goals up onto Luna Io in game 1. I'm telling you, is this Venom straight in a message of what we're gonna get in the other games?
You know what? I'd be scared if that was the case. However, we have to take a deep breath. It's game number 1. 4 games to 3 more games to go, and it is Luna. They are in that second place for a reason. They're on a winning streak right now, and so you cannot count them out. But if Venom are going to keep on playing like this, questions are starting to be raised. Trinity looking to maybe find some sort of consolation goal, but Taline's going to completely mitigate that. Game number 1. Winner going over to Venom in a 6-1 fashion. Kingsman, I don't think anybody would have predicted this.
I mean, I said at the start, I think we both said, this series is going to be a really close game depending on Venom's consistency. And we've seen 4 goals for Spartax, 3 assists for Minty, them linking up very well. And Luna, who looked to have a bit of pressure with 7 shots, just not able to convert that shot, hold the line, 4 saves. I think each team, each member in this Venom team, you could say, has their role on this team, and it's really showing. And is this a sign for the next 2 games? What do you reckon, Hop?
I don't know. I think Venom, I think Spartax, he's such a dividend player. I think if Luna want to find an opportunity or a chance to come back into this matchup, but they're going to have to shut him down. If he catches fire, we've seen what's happened in previous seasons. He gets hotter, he is unstoppable. On the flip side, though, I think Conflict, Serenity, Nick, they had their good games. There were some moments in which they would, I think go back on and change a few mistakes in which they would definitely be kicking themselves upon. But they've got their game plan. They've got their roles, and it's all about execution in this stage. Venom, they executed in game 1. Game 2 could well be a different story, as we are going to get underway into said game. Conflict, Serenity, and Nick playing from behind here. Not often am I saying that paired up with Luna Io, but this Venom side definitely here to prove a point. Spartax having an unbelievable showing in game number 1 as Minty once again looking to open up opportunities for this side. As Spartax again looking dangerous. Found some complicated angles beforehand. Unfortunately, unable to do it there this time. Serenity, though, being that kind of stand-up performer on defense for this Luna Io side, I'm expecting him to step up and really find the kinks in the Luna armor in order to mitigate it. But Spartax misses, but Minty with an even worse whiff for Renio is going to cost them that early opening goal.
Yeah, I mean, that is literally, if this is a 1-goal game, Minty will be kicking himself in VC. But it's looking a lot closer from start of game 1, and Serenity on the ball just fades it off to the line, who leaves it in a 1v2 of Nick. Minty now, chance to redeem himself, air dribble, over Conflict, double tap. Is Spartax there? No, Serenity coming in clutch in the defense, and making sure Luna don't seem to concede, because they conceded 6 last game to the 1 goal. And I don't think I saw any saves from Serenities, but who knows? Could have been stream nerves. Could have been them just warming up into this series. As you said, they're unbeaten for a reason, and we'll see that as a demo coming off from Minty. Serenity into corner. Spartax with a beautiful clear, and this could find conflict. As I I've seen those plays in ROCS, but so I don't think Serenity is your ROCS player. Yeah, as he gets a demo, but no conversion.
It's a close one though. And I like to see Luna Io playing with this level of confidence. Yeah, the game no one hasn't dented them in the slightest. As Minty does find himself another demo, so the side of Venom starting to implement those demolitions we briefly touched upon, and may well be an opening here. But Nick plays off the bat ball, looking for a teammate. Isn't where they're falling up? No, they aren't. But a whiff coming out from Spartax gives Conflict the opportunity to keep the attack alive. Minty goes up early just to play the lightest of touches into the corner, but it did set up Serenity with a shot. Fortunately for him, Deline was there for the save, and Spartax eventually trying to find that clearance. Conflict controlling that midfield very, very well, forces a 50-50 onto Deline. Minty's clearance isn't overtly effective and is going to keep the attack alive for the side of Luna Io. Deline pops it up high, he's going to go again, does find the second touch, looking for Spartax for the redirect. As that is what the level of execution on offense needed if you want to break down these two defenses. Spartax now forcing the 50-50 onto Nick. Nick is there once again, pops it towards the centre. Nobody there to follow it up, but it does fall in path of Minty. Serenity once again doing a good job on offense here. But still, we saw this earlier. Luna Io with an early onslaught of offense, unable to penetrate the defense of Venom.
Yeah, but it looks like, I think they had about a minute of pressure last game. They've had 3 minutes so far, so things are looking up. No mentality drop as this one guy in Conflict. Oh, that's beautiful. That is top class. Brilliant pass from Serenity. Finds Conflict, and I heard Hop getting excited. What a goal.
That was rather tasty, wasn't it? Running the Cheez-It queso skin. You can definitely see why it's so tasty to look at. And he finds a beautiful cherry picket. It's going to put this Luna Io up for the first time, in the series, regardless of just getting one game. It's definitely a place they prefer to be in. Serenity does put it off the back border. The shot wasn't accurate enough. Conflict's going to put the follow-up shot in. Spartax caught in an awkward place, but does really well to buy his teammates time to get the save. Spartax with a follow-up save as well. As Nick gets the demo onto Minty in the back line. He's going to open up a shot here. Spartax is going to get back in time. No, he isn't. It's Conflict. The man who's stepping it up here finds himself the second goal. If we look across the shots, only 6 for Luna Io. I say only 6 as Venom only has 2. So a real difference in this game number 2 here. The script has been flipped, but a minute and 35. It's only a 2-goal lead, so can't get too comfortable if you are on the Luna Io. We've seen how good and how lethal Venom is at scoring. Just had a little bit of trouble of getting out of their own half, as it looks like Spartax trying to make a difference. He does cut that midfield, but he goes straight into the path of Nick, who sets up Serenity for the shot. A really good job of Deline of reading that to take it away from his own half. But it does go straight into the path of Nick. The demo coming on to Minty in the back line. It's going to open up some space for a counter-attack, which is going to be led by Conflict. He does find the pass into the centre, but neither of his teammates there to rotate onto it. A bit of a team bomb coming out from Minty and Spartax. Going to set up Serenity to put it towards the centre, but unable to find the touch once again. And the defense for Venom looking a bit more clustered than what we're used to seeing from that game number 1.
Yeah, I don't know whether they just haven't had that. They've had the cluttered defense, and they're seeing more mistakes. So as we said, it might be the consistency, as that's a beautiful pass from Serenity. We've seen a lot of them, but Spartax gets his Saviour medal, gets 3rd save, and also what I'm noticing is Serenity's doing a lot of beautiful passes into the midfield, but there's normally that attacker there. There's now Conflict. Serenity, that's an obscene bump. It's almost worked in their favour, but Minty now chasing demos as Spartax up, takes the ball under his control, beats 1, beats 2 as Serenity goes up with Nick, it was in fact. As hold line on the backboard. Could be a done by Minty, and it is. As 10 seconds left, game is not over, Hop.
This is squeaky bum time, as I like to call it. 10 seconds. Can this Venom squad cause a bit of pain to Luna Io? Only time will tell, but we are going to have the kickoff, and it all comes down to the kickoff. Who's going to favour it? It looks like it's going to favour the side of Luna Io. Minty trying to do something magical. Nick's going to be there to meet him. The ball's going to drop. Spartak's able to keep it up momentarily. Hold right there for the finish, but it touches the ground. Oh my giddy aunt. It didn't go in. It bounces just before. But oh my word, if that... I can't breathe. That was ridiculous.
Serenity and Luna Io are going to be thankful that was 0 seconds. Because if Hold the Line had just got a bit more height on that, that was a tied game within 10 seconds. I'm speechless, but...
I'm speechless as well.
Yeah, but obviously a lot better from Venom in that last minute than we saw in the 4 minutes. But Luna Io offensively dominated that game pretty much. Good few passing plays, nice redirects and shots from Conflict, and that gives them the edge, and we're tied in the series going into Game 3.
Exactly, and Venom, they need to win the next 2 if they want a chance of coming, pushing themselves up in the series, in the standings even. But Luna Io, they've just proved to us, the questions have been answered after that match 1. Has Luna Io got it in them to, build a comeback to match this pace and the lethality of Venom? And the answer is yes. But it's all up to now the adaptability of game number 3. Who's going to change something? Are there going to be changes? If so, what are they and on which side? And this is really where the questions are going to be lying. If I am Luna Io, I do what you did in the previous game. You shut down, the potential solo plays and setups for the side of Venom. That's going to give you the win. But if Venom, they're a talented side. They're an experienced side. They know how to win and they know how to, play different play styles in order to find that victory. We are underway in game number 3, but it is really all to play for.
Yeah, and starting off, we've seen Luna with a good bit of offense, leaving Venom on that backboard again. Serenity up, beats the line as it's Spartak. Nick, sad if you're an IO fan, sad he does not get that bump. And now to the corner, no attacker there, as Serenity's going to have to give way to Minty. That's a nice dunk. He goes up again. Another touch. Is there anyone else? He balls Nick, but straight to Conflict. They have that no third man, but nothing from Venom on the response side. As Minty, another 50 of Serenity. Serenity early movements in this game, doing a lot for Luna Io's. Nick and Spartak's in the air, 50. Serenity straight there, 100 boost. He's got the ball at his possession. He takes it to corner, looking middle, but straight to Minty. And I don't know, are we going to see the same Venom that we saw in Game 2, or are we going to see them branch out like that very dominant Game 1?
I don't know. I think if we're talking momentum, it's a flip of a coin at this stage. Obviously, the side of Venom looked hotter at the end of the game, but they did subsequently lose. So it really could go either which way. It's a lovely shot going on from Minty, but an even better save from Serenity, and that's what he's known for. The clutch saves where need be. That may well be the tipping point if you are on the side of Luna Io. Holdline is back in time, does get a lovely pop-up for him to follow up, but Serenity already back in place. However, decides to leave it almost dangerously as Spartax was there for the shot. Serenity, fortunately, enough awareness to mitigate the shot from Spartax. A bit of whiffs coming out from defense. Minty now an opportunity, takes it up his own, fakes everyone, tries to go for the beautiful flip resets. Fortunately, unable to find it, but he's got it in his locker to do so. This holder line just playing time in the back corner there, giving his teammates an opportunity to rotate back. Nick is going to pop it over one, though, looking to go again. Plays off the backboard. Can he find the redirect? Is he going to be there? It's going to be Minty instead, as he's fresh off the defensive rotation. Conflict, once again, keeping the attack alive, trying to be as aggressive as possible. He was the goal scorer and the player to really make a difference in that game number 2. Unable to make a difference there on this attack, but Serenity once again doing a good job of opening the space up. Goes going to bounce off the backboard. You can see Spartax going up for it, trying to find a bit of a cheeky redirect, but isn't going to bear any fruit as Conflict once again going for a bit of an aerial, tries to find the fruit step, but is met by Hogline on the backboard. Once again, it is Luna Io with all the pressure here, but nothing to show from it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Serenity seemed very solid in the defense with 3 saves already. But instead of that, this could be a goal. Deline. He's missed the open net. But Serenity now, has he got the double tap in his locker? No, he hasn't. It's potential pressure from Spartax. But Nick now beating Deline. And we're seeing a lot from either end. This is what I predict. This is what I guessed for at the start with 2 such high-performing teams. It was this end-to-end action, and I've really enjoyed it so far. I cannot lie. But I don't know, it's just the nerves of steel of who's going to break first in this game 3, as we might see it do Luna, and it is Luna. Low boost, I think, for all, and hold the line, puts in a pretty simple aerial shot after that nice play from Minty.
What a great finish from Deline, identifying where the space was coming in. And that's the perks. This is why you need to be able to flip between ball cam and player cam as much as possible, as that shot was pinpoint accurate and needle threadingly delicate. The Spartak's trying to do something. He gets the fake under Serenity, but I think he was bumped out as well. Nick can't find the best of flicks, but does leave Conflict an opportunity to find a passing play with him. Unfortunately, isn't on target for anything to happen. Spartax does play around 2, but Serenity, that third man's going to come up and keep the attack alive momentarily, forcing Minty to have to take the 50-50 onto Nick. A bit of a double commit coming out in front of the net. Conflict deciding not to go for that shot. I think it was a wise idea. There's all the 3 players from Venom looking to press now. Spartax pre-jumping that read as well. The confidence on that man and his ability in the air is crazy, but Serenity doing absolute bits in return to play it right back down the field. A bit of a whiff going to come out from Spartax. Holdline is in a great position. Serenity with a shot, but Spartax with another save. Venom having to clutch out and whip out all of the stops as the kitchen sink plus more is being thrown at them by Luna Io.
God, yeah, that offensive pressure I thought was really going to be a goal, but Venom proving that defensive, they really want this. They want this draw, at least a draw, if not potentially a win, to pull them closer. Serenity, obviously they're not getting that 4-0, so they can't go above Luna Io, but they're going to have this Conflict! Puts it in from a pass from Serenity, and me talking about them going ahead, as Serenity sets up a lovely aerial play, straight down to Conflict, and we're tied with 6 seconds to go.
Oh my words. Are the tables going to turn? Are we going to see Luna Io do what Venom attempted to do back to them in game number 2? Spartax, though, with a bit of a whiff. Serenity's going to play up the bat ball looking for a teammate. A double whiff coming out at the end there. Unfortunately for Venom, the ball did drop, and overtime is going to ensue. Minty and Nick going for that kickoff. Holds the line with a beautiful beat. Spartax going to be there, but the shot's going to be wide. That was the moment for Spartax to close out this game number 3. In this overtime, Minty trying to set something up. Spartak's shot is going to be challenged by Nick, and Nick once again be able to follow it up. Hold the line, trying to buy his teammates time on the rotation. It does so effectively. The demo on the back line by Serenity is going to open up the shot, but DeLine was there for the challenge. Minty, unfortunately, that ball plays straight into Spartax. Serenity gets the demo onto Minty, but Spartax rotating once again, finds himself with the ball. Gets a lovely touch forward off the backboard. It goes once again. And the pressure back and forth. Both these teams have found an opportunity in this overtime, but neither of them able to capitalise.
Yeah, I can't imagine the stress, especially with this game being streamed at the moment. This is to secure a draw. This could be over Nick. Nick is very awkward, but no, he pulls out a beautiful save. And we've seen that from both sides, I think, in this game 3. Clinical, as we say that, Nick is on a breakaway. But no, Spartax is defended. Yeah, we're seeing clinical defense and offense from both teams. It's just, once again, whichever team breaks and makes that mistake first.
Spartax looking dangerous, does play it around Serenity initially. Gets demoing onto Nick. Minty is going to be there, can't read the touch, unfortunately. The line is there to once again pop it forward to keep the attack alive, but Conflict has rotated up. Did look for the bump onto Spartax, but Spartax too quick and too fast to the ball. As the ball once again popped towards the net, Nick with another clutch save needed for Luna Io to stay in this game. Nick does get another flick, plays it towards the centre, but neither of his teammates up there pushing. Minty with a great challenge on to, I believe that was Conflict. Keep the attack alive. Deline's going to put the shot on forward. Minty looking for the redirect dunk, but unable to find it again. His Conflict's clearance is going to buy this Luna Io some breathing room, as Venom is looking to once again put the pressure on. Nick with a great 50-50 win into the corner. Spartax with a bit of a whiff onto that pinch. Deline had to get that touch. He actually pops it up once again. It's going to throw off the touches of Serenity as Deline puts it right back down the other end of the field. Nick with a bit of pressure here goes for the edgy ball, looking for the challenge. Can't find anything. Minty and Hood hold the line, put the challenge forward. All 3 players of the side of Deline put the pressure on, and Luna Io, courtesy of the man who's coming clutch so often in this series, Conflict finds the back of the net. And after being down for the majority of this game, Luna Io come back and win it in overtime.
Wow, well that certainly shows why they're unbeaten, fighting to the end, 6-second goal. And I thought for a second Serenity was going to be MVP with no goals. I was about to be one of my talking points, but Conflict scored, I think, at least 4 of the 5 goals for Luna Io at the minute, who can't be beaten now. And they just seem, late into this game, clinical. I mean, I've seen a few, I think I'll say, edgy mistakes, edgy double commits from Venom. But overall, can't take anything off them. This has been an absolute brilliant series with the crucial Game 4 up and coming.
It is incredible, and I just glanced over the chat. Fane said it best. 2 top elite teams at its finest.
Yeah.
God damn. That is really what we have here. These 2 teams are at the tip of the top, and you know they almost cemented themselves into the playoffs / play-ins going into the back end of this season. Obviously, there's 3 more weeks left to play. But if this is anything to go by, we have got an exciting last week, an exciting playoffs and play-ins to come. And guys, make sure you do tune into that. It's happening in 3 weeks' time. I'm sure the dates will be posted on the server. But we are going to go into game number 4 after a quick break. I think we were waiting for one of the players to reconnect. Yep. But Venom, a win here is so big. If they tie up against Luna Io, it puts them in a position where they really can challenge for that top spot, as they've got a series in hand. That's something we have to remember. Back and forth action. If Luna take this, they'll be really happy as they really cement themselves in that second place. But if Venom take this, gives them an opening to push forward into the upper echelons of the standings. It is a tough battle. 2 titans here, some big names. Who is going to have it in them to close it out? And right now, the man on your screen, the goal scorer, Mr. Conflict, has the most ice in the veins in the lobby.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of an unlucky miss. I don't know who it was from. They just couldn't have the momentum to flip into that. But once again, Conflict being your goal scorer here. It's something which in Game 1 I didn't see Luna Io getting much chance of. But they're really showing the ice in the veins, as you said, to hold out. And this has just been one hell of a team effort to fight back from that 6-1. As now Serenity on the ball, almost balls the line, but beautiful thing is Serenity's just doing his own thing, trying to get a few bumps here and there. Nick down middle, that could be dangerous pass, but no one from Venom to pressure. As if unfortunately you just don't want to see Venom drop their heads here. If they lose 2 goals, 3 goals, you just want to see them fight back, because this series, as you said, is absolutely crucial. Hop.
Minty now playing it down the field, looking for a touch towards the mid. A great touch from DeLine as Spartax tried to find the finish. It was an awkward angle for him, but he wasn't able to do so. And clinicality coming into question of Venom. You saw how good they were at finishing in game number 1. Can they do the same here? As DeLine can't put the shots on, as 2 demos coming out from Luna Io is going to open up a counter-attack. A ground pass to back to himself, Nick, as he attempted that. And going to come to anything. But back to Luna Io with all the pressure in the world. Minty doesn't get touch needed, but he does fake out Nick. Giving Spartax the opportunity to 50-50 actually go again as well. He pops it forward, looking for DeLine to find the shot, but he's going to be challenged out of the air before anything comes of it. 1-0, 3 minutes left on the clock, and a whiff like that from Spartax could have been dangerous. Fortunately for him, his teammates were back in time to get that away, but it's still Luna Io with all the pressure in the world.
Yeah, and it doesn't look good if you're supporting Venom in chat right now. As everyone's been doing their own thing, but no, that's an unlucky bounce, and DeLine takes that. As soon as I say it wasn't looking good for Venom, Serenity gets that shot. Unlucky, it doesn't bounce off the corner, so it's enough power to give DeLine, to be fair, perfectly placed shot, and to give that hope back to Venom.
Yeah, a misplay like that could be proved costly, as it has done, and how much weight it will bear in this series is yet to tell. But Nick with a beautiful redirect forced Minty to have to jump and waste a lot of boost. Serenity was there to keep that attack alive for the follow-up shot, but eventually Minty is just going to send it down the field and open up some space for the Venom side. Spartan plays off the back ball over to DeLine with a shot, but Nick with a save! Minty's going to be there once again, but the ball was bouncing so high he really couldn't make anything of it. But Venom now trying to do something.
My.
Serenity with a beautiful musty flick to send it right back down the other end of the field. Conflict is going to be there for the shot to line in the right place at the right time to take that away. But Spartax going to go for an aerial of his own. Tries to bump Nick out the way. He didn't have overt amount of ball control. Deline's going to be there for the shot. Deline with the finish. And it is going to be Venom taking the lead. Bang on. 1 minute 57. And Serenity with that missed touch has cost them greatly. Once again, an error from Luna Io, giving Venom the element of hope here. And that hope is not what you want to give from a team that looks down and out after games 2 and 3.
Yeah, and some people might be saying is Serenity a double agent here? But you never know, it shows a few mistakes that have been penalised by... Oh,
he is just woken up. He's had 6 shots, 3 goals. We haven't really seen too much of him. But this is really a point to where you need to step up. Spartax having a bit of a shaky game 3. He's here. He's been, hold the line, said, take my hand. I'm going to push forward in this game 4 and has scored all 3. He's got himself a hat-trick. And what a way to step up, Kingsman.
Yeah, I mean, especially when your team needs you. And you've been getting most of the saves from what I noticed throughout the series. Oh no, we're seeing Luna crumble potentially. That's just an open net for Spartax. It's 4-1. This might be going to a draw.
It looks like it. It's a minute and a half left. It's the 3-goal lead in favour of the Venoms. Right now, it's looking very reminiscent of game number 1, but plenty of time still. If you are a Luna Io fan, it's an interesting series. Spartax waking up, looking for the double tap, not going to find it, unfortunately. I think he ran out of boost at the last second there for his readjustment, but a double commit is going to set it up. But Minty saving holder line shot. Could be costly. Spartax there to keep the attack alive. It's not often you see that, but we have had an evening of fails of the week. If you've been watching the stream all the way through and all the series, there's a triple commit up forwards, forcing Minty to be the last player back. He does get a touch into the corner, which is going to buy his teammates some time. And subsequently, it's back in the action. And now under a minute left, it's a 3-goal deficit. It is a tall order for Luna Io here.
Yeah, and it's a tall one to climb, as you say. But it's doable. Teams have done it before. Maybe not on stream, maybe not with the pressure of a game 4. But it's definitely been done before. And this Luna team, if Conflict just gets his eye on this net again, or they get the chance to, it's all up for grabs here. But now we're seeing 20 seconds left. Nick into corner. Conflict just beats one. Deline flicks it over him. No pressure. As he flicks over Serenity, as this could be going straight in. Off the post. And Spartax cannot convert. As Deline takes his time. And he converts his 4th goal. Ice in the veins. 10 shots for Deline. Really standout player in this game 4 hop.
I think this is great from them. And I mean, in week 1, Luna Io beat this Venom side 3-1 here. But obviously the draw is huge, and that means if Venom get a 4-0 tomorrow, this has put them right back into the top of the standings for Venom. So what a showing it is right now. It's a 6-1. This game is over. Venom, what a way to bounce back. We know it had in them, but it is, it's proving a point that these two teams, then, it's not even number 1 seed. These are the 2nd place and the 4th place seeds going at it. This is how competitive this level and this tier is this season. And it just proves for such an exciting Rocket League. Venom will take Luna Io 2-2 this week.
Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, said they're proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a track, now they're proud of me. Everyone in high school doubted me. Woke up to a text, say they're proud of me. Woke up to a text, say they're proud of me. Say they're proud of me. Go to prom night, high school, I might get it. I can't leave till